Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, I am talking to you about over 15 reasons why I decided on a minivan camper conversion over an RV. To give you some quick background, I started van life in 2020 when I purchased my first minivan, which was a 2011 Dodge Grand Caravan from OfferUp, which is a buying and selling app, for only $3,500. I loved it so much that I traveled around the country for a year, and last year in 2021 I had the opportunity and the budget to really purchase any rig I wanted. Well, I decided on another Dodge Grand Caravan because I love it so much. I'm currently driving a 2018, and what I love about the Dodge Grand Caravan in particular is it has the stow and go option. In my first van, I took out all of the seats, but turns out I didn't really need the storage, so I have all of the seats in my current 2018, and I'm going to explain to you all of the reasons why a minivan camper is so much better than an RV. I love having a minivan camper because I decided on a no build option. Nothing is drilled down or nailed to my bed, so I can remove everything at a moment's notice if I have to. It takes about 10 minutes to take everything out of my van, and then it can become a passenger vehicle again. So it's really great to be able to tear it apart if I absolutely have to. Contrary to some popular belief, the minivan can be customized really well. I have a sport rack rooftop box on top of my minivan that gives me 18 cubic feet of storage. I also have a 9x9 shade awning, just like you would see on an RV. So minivans are highly customizable, and I've even seen people do custom rooftop extensions so they can actually stand up in their minivans. The size of a minivan compared to an RV will obviously make it so much easier to park anywhere and even stealth camp. I've stealth camped on the streets of the beaches in California and even in hotel parking lots where I felt more secure. So a minivan camper gives a lot more parking and stealth camping options. Since a minivan is like any other regular vehicle, they are very cost effective to maintain. You can simply drive into a shop to get an oil change, or if you break down around the country, you can take it almost anywhere to get fixed. Since minivans are built to keep families safe, even in extreme weather conditions, they are already built with insulation and heating and air conditioning systems that you need. So in a smaller space especially, it's so much easier to keep cool in the summer or warm in the winter. I've even had times where I have friends with trailers and RVs, and we all pile in my van in the winter when it's windy because it's like a little cozy cabin. It stays so warm. It is no secret that a minivan will get much better gas mileage than an RV. And that also means that it's a lot cheaper to fuel up the tank and you can go further distances. I also like that in case of an emergency or some extreme weather scenario where you have to move quickly, you can get out fast. RVs often take, time, a lot of time to get going and hit the road. So, and to piggyback on that, if there is weather, a minivan is safer because it is shorter to the ground and it is smaller. You can also, the risk of getting stuck, like in mud, is also a lot less. And if you do get stuck, it'll be much easier to get unstuck, and you can call AAA or your insurance and they can come and they can help you out, unlike an RV. So I travel a lot with my dog, and it's really important to me to be able to get to places in a timely manner. I don't want to be driving 55 miles per hour down the highway. I just don't. I want to be able to drive the speed limit, and that is very doable in a minivan camper. Plus, I can also fit through drive-thrus. Since I do travel with my dog, I take advantage of drive-thrus a lot. You can't go through typical drive-thrus in an RV. If you don't have a rooftop box and an awning like I do, you can also go through the car wash, which is really helpful. And you can fit in most parking garages, even with a rooftop box. You have to be careful about the height, of course, but there are rooftop boxes. There are parking garages that I can fit in as long as they're 7 feet tall, 7 feet 8 inches tall. I can't fit in my house's garage, but that's okay because I'm willing to make the sacrifice for the 18 cubic feet I have, thanks to the rooftop box. I also like that it only takes a little bit of effort and decor to customize your minivan camper however you want it. I've added so many little things from the dollar store and art that I have that have really made it homey and my own. I even cut up flowers from the dollar store to add bright color all over my van. Minivans are really easy to customize and cheap to do so. Since I live in Arizona, I travel through the mountains a lot. Although they're not extreme mountains like, let's say, Colorado, I still see so many RVs and trailers pulled over because they're overheating. That's really not an issue with a minivan, as long as it's in good shape, of course. I mean, overheating does happen, but it's so much less of a risk when you're in a minivan. Minivan campers also make for excellent daily drivers. Even if you're working at a job outside your van, or if you have kids, let's say, it's easy to take things in and out of your van, especially if you do a no build, and use it as a daily driver, use it as a passenger van when you have family in town, and you get all of the versatility that you truly need. Minivan campers are cheaper overall. They are cheaper to purchase, cheaper to customize, cheaper to fuel up, cheaper to maintain, and cheaper to get fixed. It's just a really cost-effective, minimal, but fun solution to camping and traveling. I have traveled to over 34 states with my dog now, and this has been the best answer for us. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out the shorts that I posted about the reasons why I chose a minivan camper over an RV. If you've done the same, let me know why in the comments. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.